Specified angles more.
We'll play a movie.
Yeah, those are 12.
Yeah,
We'll play a little bit of Dolby Atmos, and then we have a very high quality.
Aiko liittynyt näyttää. எனக்கு விமோசனமே இங்கே தான் தோணுது.
Taliban's momentum. This is a rescue mission.
And my friend John, who usually does this job, is off getting some lunch.
And they're not historical websites. Yeah, this Marshall would probably be the place.
Take me to the top.
What is wrong with them? മനുഷ്യരോട് സഭ எப்படி അധികമായിട്ട് പേർക്കൊണ്ടാണത്?
Yeah. Right.
There should be a top menu or something, right? I know you've never had a demonstration.
Size-wise, it doesn't look like it, but
Yeah.
there's no lack of base output with 412s in there.
Yeah, really can't make those great.
It's easier slowly for being have so many speakers.
Which is a 2x6, right?
Actually, they demo upstairs. You can even
And then we make a dual 8-inch sub, which is basically
not even
equivalent to a 10
necessary.
and more line. It's the same differences.
Oh, yeah? Even though he invented it.
I don't know, I'm not showing that in that entry level.
Here we go. Now we begin.
Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? May I have your attention? May I have your attention, please? You are about to experience now the future of sound based on a revolutionary new system called Auro3D. This is a three-dimensional audio technology that is changing the landscape of the cinematic experience. Auro3D features sound reproduction that is more realistic than anything you've heard before. It draws you into the action on screen, fully immersing you in a spectrum of lifelike sound. Natural acoustic reflections affect you as they do in real life, originating not only from around you, but also above you. Spatial sound can be divided into three different layers, sounds coming from the horizontal plane around us. Above this is a second layer that reveals both direct sounds and height reflections. These reflections are important for our brains to better understand the sounds originating in the first layer. And the third layer, revealing sounds that come from directly above us. Ceiling speakers alone are not enough to get a true three-dimensional audio effect. Auro3D achieved a reproduction system that uses these three layers to recreate the most efficient three-dimensional sound format with a minimum number of speakers. This is where much of Auro3D's magic lies. It's based on a groundbreaking new technology that delivers with the magic of uncompressed audio quality on all three layers. Here's a demonstration of how sound in 3D can literally transport you into the energy and atmosphere of the Amsterdam city center during a warm spring evening. This sequence was recorded with two quadraphonic layers of microphones, with one positioned directly above another. It's only 8 channels in total using the Auro3D system. The lower layer is reproducing sounds in the horizontal plane directly around you. The height layer is capturing the important acoustical reflections coming from above. Combining these two layers creates a three-dimensional sound field. Now, hear how the city comes alive as the sky is opened up.
Ron, you can clearly hear one. The next recording is made in the European countryside. Notice that the birds are up in the trees. Listen to the donkey in the background.
then the church bells, followed by the tractor passing. Witness how much more realistic the tractor sound is when the addition of all the height channels are engaged. Auro3D is clearly expanding the possibilities for realistic sound design in film. Music recorded in Auro3D creates a vivid emotional response. Here's the sound of a pipe organ captured using Auro3D technology. Feel the impact of being inside the actual cathedral where the organist is playing this famous piece from Bach. Now, what about the sensation of being in an auditorium where a full classical music concert is happening? There's nothing like the acoustical brilliance of a full symphony orchestra in a modern concert hall. By making use of the height channels, Auro3D delivers surprisingly real audio effects. But Auro3D also features an important third layer above the audience. Sometimes we call that the Voice of God channel, which allows the reproduction of sounds coming from directly above the listener. Here are two examples of recordings made at an airport. Experience how capable the Auro3D system is at reproducing the exact position of an airplane as it passes by, from taking off to flying directly overhead, and finally disappearing above and behind you. In this next demo, helicopters will slowly creep up from the back of the theater. Close your eyes and feel them fly overhead. Without back height surround speakers, it's impossible to reproduce natural flyover effects. Auro3D makes cinema feel like you're really there, participating in the action. From subtle natural environments to music and the rumblings of our mechanized world, the emotional impact provided by height information can now unfold around you.
If I can get the... Okay, good. I'm getting better at this. So this is mixed in Auro3D.
Did you get to meet Tony this morning? Yeah, mini DSP guy.
Yeah.
He's a good guy. They have interesting widgets.
I wish I was... That was close.
So Auro3D is one of the formats available for immersive sound. The other one available today comes from Dolby Atmos. And the Casablanca 4A is capable of both Auro sound and Atmos. Let's see if I'm capable of setting it up.
Oh, there's no one more. Yeah, I like this. Yeah, it's kind of cool. It's the different.
You think Judy would be okay with it? Oh, yeah, oh, that's okay then, yeah, go ahead. That was fine.
The 3,500 a month.
Huh? Okay, I think we can handle it, okay.
Just convert it, just make it a homestead.
Be upfront, the cost might be a little higher too. But still.
We need to get it.
Okay. Good.
You know, somewhere so what are your recreation?
Transformers.
We don't like Dolby Atmos.
Let's do transformers.
Dolby Atmos.
Oh, anything, good.
Okay.
Would you just play this for me, please?
Don't need to bang on the door.
Hey, John?
Yes, sir.
Could you play the Atmos demo for me, please? One more Atmos, and now I'm gonna play the Magnificat.
Okay.
I think we need to answer. Carol Sisters, no, Russ doesn't have to be part of the house.
Good plan.
Yes, Dolby Atmos. It's the Dolby Atmos, it's the two concealed speakers and just.
everybody wanted to grill me on how they found it. Just accept it. Yeah. Oh, that's been happening for months.
Yeah, you could do it. Put these things in.
That's what it's like. It's like that.
Talk about that.
We'll have to select.
Yes, I'll let you do what you need to do.
But yeah, you just look at this.
Just trying to clear that persistent error message.
First row.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, let's go back to the first one. This is what? What's the next one? Oh, no, that's the second one. Oh, Oral was the
Give these back to you.
Amazing. Thank you.
That was nice.